Welcome to PetesGuide. This is Metric Monday. In the last episode, I test fit T-nuts, M6 metric T-nuts for the correct installation hole size and determined it was 7.5 millimeter drill. This week, I'm moving on to another type of threaded fastener. This one is a jacknut, and I was told these would work in thin wood, plastic, and metal, but based on what I've found of how they work, I'm not sure they're suitable for most kinds of wood. And the reason why is when I built a test jig with the rest of the size holes larger than 9, and see, this one does go to 10 and 11 and 13. Actually tested another scrap and found that I think the right size is 11.5 millimeters for the jacknuts, but this was so messy. The wood started splitting, and I have to unscrew this to show you. The M6 screw, actually the T-nut deformed so much that all 4 pedals started crimping down on the screw, and so to get it out I had to unscrew it not only from the bottom threads but from the accidentally formed top threads from the pedals. And you can see there's a whole bunch of deformation in that top surface there, and it's not sitting flush. And so that means either I have the wrong size hole, or I have the wrong installation method or the wrong installation tools. And to give you a better idea of what that badly mangled jacknut looks like, I tried to fasten one just in thin air with the bolt itself, and you can see that twisting motion. None of the bottom pedals were splaying out as they should. So all of the force on these top pedals is going in just trying to enlarge the mounting hole. And I'll just leave this in the frame. That's silly to pull that out. But part of it may be the installation tool. This is not specifically meant for an M6. This is called a friction wrench, and the way it works is you pass, see these bumps, these half domes, third domes on top? They mesh with the nubs on the top surface of that and are supposed to hold the fastener still to keep it from spinning when it's inserted. So the way this works is you insert the screw into the tool. And we'll get back to that. I'm going to put this in the 12 millimeter hole. Put the fastener in the hole, put the screw and the tool in the jacknut, and then you take your screwdriver and thread it in until it's flush, and then you're supposed to take a ratchet tool and I'm not actually going to do this because I don't want to split my template for hole sizes, but you would hold the tool in one place and turn the screw until the pedals splay out. And I think I'm going to stop my experiments at this point because either this wood is too fragile or the thickness is too much. It shouldn't be. These jacknuts are supposed to work with material anywhere from 1.5 millimeter to 5 millimeters, and I think that's about what we have here. So this is kind of a bust for an experiment. I get to introduce this interesting installation tool that I've only seen in 2 other YouTube videos, and I didn't find those until I bought the tool. But I think this is a bust for today, but I think it's going to lead to some interesting experiments in the future. And you might notice that I have marked 2 of these hole sizes, 11.5 and 12 millimeters, with jacknut question mark, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if these are suitable for most wood, maybe hardboard, perf board, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm kind of skeptical that this friction wrench is a decent way to install these. And, it may also be that I have a cheaply made batch of jacknuts that won't work with any method or tool. And so I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping I would get to show you a full installation process today, but that's not to be. So with that, I think I'm done. This is PetesGuide, closing down.